What's going on, guys? Jacoborth back here with another video of Jacob's Life in Vegas. Coming to you guys today with something that was in the news recently here in Southern Nevada. It's fairly big news here in the Las Vegas area and maybe even statewide in Nevada. And it's for those of you that are into marijuana, consuming marijuana, things like that. It has to do with the consumption of it here in Southern Nevada. So remember, guys, if you guys want to get more awesome videos in the future, be sure to subscribe down below and make sure you hit that bell so you can get a notification every time I upload a video. Also, guys, if you're looking for tips on your next vacation, link down below in the description for that as well. It's my 50 best tips, plus maybe a bonus or two in there for you guys. So let's talk about changes here in the law in Southern Nevada. So when it comes to marijuana, when it comes to weed, when it comes to legalized pot, and how you consume it here. Remember, it was legalized just recently here in Nevada across the entire state. It was voted on it passed the ballot, and Nevada became another state to legalize marijuana. The only issue with that was when they legalized it here, they made it so that, you can have dispensaries. There's dispensaries, all around town here, but you can only consume it in your own residence, which, being a city that, gets so much tourism here, actually the biggest tourist city in America, about 40 million people a year, it was hard for tourists to come here, and they legally have no place they could actually consume it, no place they could smoke it or consume any THC products. Even in the dispensaries themselves, they were not allowed to consume the product at the dispensary where they bought it. So you also weren't allowed to just walk down the street, consume it. Hotels, casinos, they didn't like having consumed inside their property, but that has changed here in this area. Now I'm standing right now, guys, this is on Sahara right now, okay? There's Las Vegas Boulevard right behind me. You can see that is the strip, right? There's the SLS Hotel, and I'm on Sahara right now because this is actually the dividing line between the city of Las Vegas, so going that way, like towards the stratosphere, towards, Fremont Street, that is the city of Las Vegas, that the city council has, that's part of it, that's what they govern, is the city of Las Vegas. And looking this way, south, towards what most of us know as the Strip, that is not in the city of Las Vegas. That is actually not in the city limits. That is in Paradise, Nevada. So you hear of like Paradise, Nevada, Winchester, Enterprise, those are all census designated places in Southern Nevada. They're actually not towns. Those are governed by Clark County. Now, why is that important? That's important because for this ruling, the Las Vegas City Council approved opening up lounges for people to go ahead and be able to smoke weed and consume products that they buy in dispensaries. So what that means is only in the city of Las Vegas. So only on this side of Sahara, any dispensaries and places on this side, over in Fremont, downtown area, can actually have places or have lounges where we can actually smoke and consume THC products that you buy in the dispensary. Let's see, they could open, I got notes written down from the article here, they could open by the end of the year. These places can apply for a permit, so by the end of 2019, we could see places, social lounges where people can go and use the products they buy at the dispensaries. Las Vegas, the first city in Nevada to approve social use lounges. It passed 4-1 on the Las Vegas City Council. Mayor Carolyn Goodman actually did not vote. She abstained from voting on this because she said it'd be a conflict of interest because she has a family member who works in the industry. So Mayor Carolyn Goodman did not vote, but 4-1, it passed. Let's see, people will be able to buy and use on property. There are some ordinances that come in place with this if people are going to be, using it here in Las Vegas. The ordinance says must be used at least 1,000 feet from casino and schools. So the dispensaries have to be at least 1,000 feet. The lounges, I should say, to be more specific, have to be at least 1,000 feet from a casino or a school. They must keep smoke from getting out of the facility. And no smoking outside the lounge, so out in public. You still cannot smoke in public legally. And no alcohol is allowed in these lounges, so it's only for products you can get from the dispensary. Alcohol is a separate issue. Casino executives expressed concern over public intoxication issues. And in the first year only, this is interesting. So the first year only of this, only the 12 dispensaries in the city and 10 with dispensary license will have access to try to get this permit. Any other businesses that are interested will have to wait at least a year to apply to open up their own lounge, to get the permit to open up their own social use lounge. So again, just keep in mind, so by the end of the year, we could have places where people could come here on vacation. They could, buy their weed in the dispensary, and they could actually have a place to legally smoke it. So they don't have to worry about doing it in public or doing it in the casino and trying to get caught in their hotel room and stuff like that. But remember, it's only going to be on this side of Sahara. So it's only going to be over here within the Las Vegas city limits. Anything this way, where most of the hotels are, most of the big stuff that we know about in Las Vegas, in that part of the strip, over there, it's still not legal yet. Now, with this passing, you can expect the county to pretty much follow suit pretty soon, okay? Because I'm sure the dispensaries that are not governed by the city, the ones that are governed by the county, they're not gonna like it because obviously it gives their competitors an advantage. So you can pretty much guarantee the county at some point is gonna be following up with their own legalization. This actually is kind of interesting, is that it died this year. All kinds of traffic going on right now. But earlier in the state, they tried to get this passed statewide and it did not. It did not pass statewide, which was kind of interesting because, you know, it was on the ballot, it passed a couple years ago, and with Nevada being such a state that has its roots founded like in libertarianism, you would have think that they would have just, you know, really taken care of this issue right now when they legalized it, but they didn't. So at least for the time being, when you're gonna come to Vegas in the near future, not just yet, but either late this year or at some point next year in 2020, you'll be able to buy, you know, products from the dispensary, you'll be able to consume them inside social lounges over here in the city limits of Las Vegas, not over in the area that is governed by Clark County. So keep that in mind when you guys do come here, either late this year or early next year. Tell me what you guys think about this. I'm a bit surprised that it actually took this long to get it sorted out, you know, this issue, because you have tourists and people who are just coming here, and it's kind of tough for them because, you know, they buy the product, they can't consume it there. They have no place they can legally go to and consume it. Even the hotels, casinos, they don't like it over there in their property. And if they're going out for the night to restaurants, they come into one of these clubs. Some clubs will allow it inside as long as you don't consume it. Other clubs like, no, you can't have it inside. So, you know, the customer's like, well, I just spent 50 bucks on this. Now I can't even bring in the place. I have to throw it out if I want to come in. You create a lot of hassle for tourists. So I really thought this problem would have been taken care of, you know, back in the beginning when they were doing the whole legalization. But apparently it didn't. But they're now, you know, gradually moving along where they're going to probably, cities legalizing it, county will probably legalize it nearly after that. Statewide, we'll see what happens in terms of state level, but at least here in Southern Nevada, there is progress in terms of, you know, giving locals and tourists options when it comes to consuming products they buy in the dispensary. So once again, guys, please subscribe down below the channel if you haven't done so yet. Tell me what you think about this topic. Got more good videos coming for you guys in the future. Thanks for watching. I'm Jacob. This is My Life in Vegas.